It's no secret that items in Gloomhaven change the way you play the game. So this is a list of 9 items that are either busted, as in they trivialize scenarios and they are crazy and they probably should be nerfed, etc. And then the other items are really powerful and they change how you play the game, even if they're not busted. And the reason I wanted them on this list is that you can sometimes get these items very early, and so they can really change how you play Gloomhaven for a very long time. And I think they deserve to be mentioned on an item power list, even if they're not, outrageously broken. This video, it's going to have spoilers, so, fair warning. And then also, I'm not including the solo items. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Go check out my videos and see if it's up yet. It'll be up in the next little while if it's not up right now. And I just want to keep the solo items in a separate list. They're just in a separate place for me. Okay, let's get started with number 9. At number 9, we have the Cloak of Pockets. At early levels, this substantially changes how many small items you can carry. I mean, at level 1 and 2, you go from 1 to 3. So that's a lot more items. It does take your chest slot, but that's okay. There's lots of cheap, good, small items in early prosperity levels. And I really like taking the Cloak of Pockets to, just so you have potions galore and things like that. And then at very later prosperity levels, there's a ton of small items that are just outrageously powerful. They're going to be on this list later on, but the Cloak of Pockets is on the list because it just allows you to take more of those ridiculous items, and things just get crazy when you're, level 9 and you've got 7 small items. At number 8, we have the Long Spear. And the reason this is so good is it's available at prosperity level 3. It's a spend item, so you get it back by long resting or through any number of other cards or items, so really easy to use it multiple times. And this is huge with big melee attackers who have big single target melee attacks. I have added over 80 damage in a scenario with this item. Yep. For realsies. No, I just said for realsies. I can't believe I said that. I'm going to keep this in, though, because it's so dumb. I don't want to spoil the class that I did it with. Anyone who's played the class will probably know. But for most, single target, high damage, melee classes, this is a must-take item. And you get to have it so early because it's at prosperity level 3. At number 7, we have the Star Earring. And the reason it's not a little higher on the list is because it's prosperity 9. You're probably not going to have it for very long. I think a lot of people don't even make it to prosperity level 9, and that's why it's a little bit lower, but it's awesome. It's a stamina potion, recover 2 cards, heal, refresh all your spent items. It's a very, very good item. It's probably not broken, but it's very powerful. At number 6, we have Boots of Levitation. And this is another one that's not busted, but man, does it change how you play the game. And it's a random item, so you can get it very early, and it will just ruin you for tactical planning because it makes everything so easy. Hazardous terrain, whatever. Difficult terrain, who cares? Traps, they don't exist. Obstacles, okay. Clogged up battlefield, float around through everybody, get behind them. You never have problems with, getting into the right position. So it's great for melee classes to move around and make sure they're in, let's say the most advantageous position when they're trying to do multiple target attacks, stuff like that. It just completely changes how you play the game. At number 5, we have the Pendant of Dark Pacts. And refreshing 2 consumed items is just ridiculous. Consumed items are sort of balanced around the fact that you can only use them once. I mean, that's kind of the point. You just can't spam them over and over again. And this allows you to get back to, it's very, very powerful. I almost never took anything other than this once we unlocked it. I always tried to make myself take something else, but I'm like, Oh, getting back 2 consumed items, it's so good. It's so much better than the Empowering Talisman. Even though you get cursed, the curses, it doesn't matter. But you know what this does is it breaks the game. This is one of the first game-breaking ones. There's a combo with a solo item that completely breaks the game. I mean, it makes you immortal, infinitely powerful, whatever you want to say. I'll talk about that in another video. I don't want to spoil it, but this item's really broken. Thanks for making it this far. If you're liking the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps the video, helps YouTube promote it, and subscribe to my channel so that when I put out new content, you're notified. Make sure you hit that little bell. And also, I work with Noble Knight Games. They're amazing. They've got the largest selection of games in the world. I'm going to put a link down in the description. Go ahead, click on that. Anything you buy from them through that link, I make a small commission, and I really need your support to keep this channel going. And they just have they have so much cool stuff. You want old D&D stuff, you want old card games, you want old board games, you want stuff that's out of print, stuff that's really hard to find. They've got it all. Okay, let's get back to the list. At number 4, we've got the Cloak of Phasing. And so remember how I rambled on about how good the Levitation boots were? Well, this does exactly the same thing, but it's even better. So yeah, it's very good. You can do all the things that you could do with the Levitation boots, but if you stop on an obstacle, you actually go invisible. You can't attack, but it's just a really good safety valve. And it just makes for some, a lot of utility when you don't want to get hit. It does take up a chest spot, but still, it's a great item. It just changes how you play the game. At number 3, we have stamina potions. The minor, which is available at Prosperity 1, and the major, which is at Prosperity 4. If you're playing with the new rules, they're not quite as good. They're only 1 card recovered for the minor, and they're 2 cards for the major. But still, they just allow you to do so much. Not only do they give you longevity, which is useful, they allow you to interrupt the balance of power. Gloomhaven is balanced around discard cards being used once per rest cycle. When you can start reusing your best card over and over again, and I mean, there's some easy ways to get back consumed items, so you can see, what I was talking about, like with Pendant of Dark Pacts, get back both your major and your minor stand potions. Use the same card, your best card, 5 turns in a row by using, both stand potions and the Pendant of Dark Pacts. And that's why it gets so crazy. Minor and major stamina potions are extremely powerful. At number 2, we have the Ring of Haste and the Ring of Brutality. And the Ring of Haste, you can get this at Prosperity 5. Ring of Brutality, because it's a top action, I guess considered more powerful, it's at Prosperity 7. But still, these allow you to play extra cards. When you play extra cards, it allows you to accelerate your power curve. When you accelerate your power curve, you start outputting damage earlier. Damage is king in Gloomhaven, and this pretty much breaks the game. And then when you can get these back using Pendant of Dark Pacts, or any number of other ways in the game, it gets ridiculous. You start playing a lot of cards and taking a lot of extra actions compared to the monsters, and you can get your combos up and running really fast. Oh, you needed, a lost card to be played early on in combination with 2 other cards? Well, you can now do it first turn instead of waiting till second turn. Doesn't sound like much, but it's massive. They're totally game breaking. They're extremely powerful. And this is why I like the Cloak of Pockets. I like to stack, I was stacking up on stam potions and rings and all these different things and just, going crazy pretty much. At number 1, we have the Second Chance Ring. And I won't go into all the ways this can break things, but you're taking multiple turns in a row. You're manipulating time. We all know how powerful time travel is, or manipulation of the space-time continuum, something along those lines. It's extremely powerful. It breaks the game. I never even used it. Not seriously anyways. In my first campaign, we never even made it to Prosperity 9 in the first, run through or whatever. But this is just so broken. It's an automatic pick, and it's the most powerful item in my opinion. Make sure you comment below. Let me know what other items you think are super powerful, are broken, etc. And thank you so much for watching the video.